Hey everyone, Simon here with a review of Dance Collider. Dance Collider is a VR-only rhythm action game that's available for PS4, for PSVR, and has recently come out there, but it's been out on PC for about 18 months-ish, coming up 2 years on PC. The two games do have some different features, and I'll touch on the PC version at the end because it's got some extras, but this review is entirely focused on the PSVR version, just a heads up there. Dance Collider features 45 songs from an artist called F777. I've never heard of them before, but what they're really good at doing is pulling together some techno-y, trance, bass-heavy, dubstep-y type songs, all firmly in the Electronica genre. But they're divided into 9 categories, and they're divvied up 5 songs at a time to 9 characters. And those characters will have themes. So, like Dre has quite a lot of heavy bass, like wah style songs to him, so that when he's dancing around doing his little street dance, it all kind of fits together quite nicely. I think it's Mai is the Asian character. She's got quite a lot that have got some like typical Asian Chinese like sympathetic bent strings in, even though they're synths, in her music, so it gives her her own feel. Sonia is very much like you've gone to the gym, and there's, I think it's Reyes. She's got quite a few that have got a real heavy percussive club element to what she's doing. So they all kind of have their own like subgenres, and I really like that because it evoked for me, albeit not really following through on it, the PS1 era, and I think there was a PS2 game as well for Buster Groove. I adore that rhythm action series. I think it's one of the best that was ever created because each character had its own song. It felt like it matched what was going on, and this harks that way. It doesn't quite go the full hog though. And if there is ever a Dance Collider 2, please give each of those characters like a voice so that they sing their songs and it's like go full in cheese. I'd adore it to the end of time. Getting onto the actual gameplay though, apologies, we're 2 minutes in and I've not even got there. The way how Dance Collider works is that you pick a song out of the 5 that are attuned to the character that you're going up against, and then you have 2 paddles with 2 different colours and things will come towards you. So far, so very rhythm action-y. You'll have single hits and you don't need to punch or swipe or do anything. You just need to have your paddle connect with what's coming towards you. And to be fair, I was doing that most of the time when I was playing the game. But it does tell you that you're very happy to punch these things so that you score extra points for power. But it's completely optional and an extra bonus if you want to go for a score chasing run, because there are online leaderboards. Although I found that on the PS4 version it didn't really work for me yet. Aside from the things coming towards you, you also have long chains, which reminded me very much of the game Airtone, if you've got other rhythm action VR games out there, where you'd have like strings that you'd have to like wave your arms around into weird positions with. This does something very, very similar. Audica sometimes evoked this as well, where you'd be like doing swipes and swooshes and like twisting your arms around. All very cool. The other thing that it does as well is a triangle will come towards you, and this is a score multiplier, and for this you have to push both your hands together and kind of let the triangle hit both of your pads at the same time. If you're looking for accessibility options, all of the colours for every icon is customizable in the options, which is really great because all of the demos showed it being pink and green. And I was like, not green for men. Men can't see green, but you can change it all. So just let that be known. The other thing that I really liked as well is that it made me stretch and squat and turn to the side. So when you're playing this, I had to move more. I think Audica is the only other one that I've played recently where you've got things coming to you from the sides and you have to kind of really turn and turn. Dance Collider does a very similar thing, but it's also going up and down to the point where actually I was stretching quite high and I wasn't hitting things sometimes, and I wish that there was a little bit more in terms of calibration, so that you could kind of get that height locked in. Because I would imagine if you've got a short ass person playing this game, you might struggle a little bit. Because some of the stuff, it kind of goes really, really wide, and I was like, I can't quite stretch. But we're still having good fun going for it anyway, because there's only one trophy related to getting a 100% perfect run on a level, and you can do it on easy. Aside from that, though, it was really a good breath of fresh air, because it signals what's coming from what direction. Things will fly in, the speed will increase as well, so sometimes it will come at you at double speed, sometimes at half speed, and it really does change up what's going on. Where it does fall down slightly though for me is that with rhythm action games, and I appreciate in VR it might be slightly more difficult to do, there is no calibration between audio and the sync of what's going on. And I think this is down to the fact that you can either punch things or you can hold up your pads and just hit things as they go through. So if you're choosing to just hold up and hit things as it goes through, you kind of bleed in and out of time slightly with the beat or the rhythm or the melody of the music. And so it never quite feels like you're fully in the beat of what's going on around you, even though you can see that the patterns are absolutely set up to evoke the melody. So it might be like a do do do, but the first do you might hit on time, but the do do's afterwards you might be like slightly late on it if you're holding back, and if you push forward you might hit it early. And I never quite got to that point where I was fully in sync for a song all the way through. It didn't really matter though, because it still flowed and it all kind of made sense to me. But for those of you that are like, I must have my absolute precision on my rhythm action games, A, this game doesn't really ask for it, but B, you will be put off by the fact that on the PSVR version at least, you're struggling to kind of get that all together. Characters will also have what are called signature moves, and that will also do things like where it throws extra hits at you. It's all kind of played into the actual battle for each of the song's patterns, but I like the fact that it brings the characters to life as they dance in front of you too. The only thing that's missing from the PSVR version, and it's just down to the fact of how the PlayStation 4 is built, is that on the PC version you can build your own custom tracks to custom music, and I have no idea how it works, but that is a fantastic feature if you have the option to buy this on PC, because that offers it up for a limitless amount of tracks that you can then do. There's a Discord server running where I'm sure you can then upload that you've done something for, say, a certain song, and then that person, if they've got it, can then download the track perhaps and go again. And that would be really, really cool to play out with as well. None of that is available on the PSVR version. You are literally playing with the 45 songs, but actually for the price and what you're getting here, it still is good value for money. It is highly replayable. The 3 difficulty settings for each song are vastly different and challenging, particularly on hard, and it's a game over if you miss a few in a row. So it's quite harsh to kick you out if you get it wrong. You have to be really quick to get back on track again, otherwise it's just like wah, wah. So yeah, Dance Collider, really, really surprisingly 2 thumbs up for it. Yes, it has some slight issues around maybe stretching you a little bit too far, and I'd like some more calibration options, particularly around syncing of audio, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I've been boogieing through for quite a few hours into the night with this, and is making good use of my Move Controller recharger pad that I bought at the beginning of the month. So you guys will take care. Thank you very much for watching, and happy rhythm actioning. Bye. Higher Plane Games is part of the Higher Plane Network, a collection of media projects ran by me. If you like what you see and want to find out more, visit patreon.com/Higher Plane Network. Your support can make so much more possible, be that a like, a comment, a share, or a pledge. Thanks for watching.